Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. What do we have here? The Russians are preparing a massive counteroffensive on two fronts. It seems like in the north or far east of Ukraine by Kupyansk, and in the south by the Dnieper River in Kherson, where they brought tens of thousands of military troops and heavy equipment. Where at the same time the Ukrainians struggle to scrape the bottom of the barrel for their citizens, try to get them in from outside and inside. It seems like the Ukrainians don't want to fight, can't fight, not because they're incapable, but I think they're sick of fighting in general, the war. The propaganda cannot convince them to fight, and a lot of them probably figured out that actually they don't fight for their statehood, they fight for some other people's interests, far in remote locations, away from their interests, personal interests and national interests. Basically, I think they figured out they are used. So let me show you two articles coming from the Ukrainians, not from the Russians. It's true that coming from the Ukrainians, this could probably be used by politicians in Kiev to tell Washington, hey, you gotta speed up voting for that $62 billion that you will give us. And the guys say, well, you gotta bring some evidence here so I can use to these baboons, so I can show that, hey, see, if you guys lose, your livelihood is gonna be destroyed. So let me show you the first article here from the New Voice of Ukraine. Russia masses over 40,000 soldiers, heavy armor near Kupyansk, hinting at plans for further advances. So they concede that these guys advanced, and now further advances. So let's see where Kupyansk is, shall we? It's right here, Kupyansk. So let me just go to this map of Ukraine. This is the front line here, and Kupyansk is right in the far east of Ukraine, in the north of the line of contact. Kupyansk is this city here, and the Russians were advancing here and now here. This is the latest, so they come with the whole front coming towards Kupyansk, not encircling it. This is the first one. Kupyansk, remember, is not there, right there. It's in the far east. Let's go and see what details they can provide us. This is February 2nd, 2024. The Russian military has concentrated about 40,000 troops, more than 500 tanks. Oh, fuck. Remember when Zaluzny was asked what he needs for a counteroffensive, and he said in 2022, in July or August, well, that time, maybe September, that he needs 500 tanks. And that's when Zelensky came out and said, hey, shut the hell up. And then Zaluzny says, okay, I'm just going to fight the war. But I was asked a question and I gave the answer. Again, 500 tanks and 650 armored combat vehicles near Kupyansk. So all that in that location over there, all that. Ilya Yarshash, the head of the press service of the Khortytsia Operational Strategic Troop Grouping, said on national television on February 2nd. The Liman-Kupyansk sector, I will show you where Liman is, of the front, Ukrainian defenders eliminated more than 228 troops, 75 pieces of weapons, Okay. The US-based Institute of the Study of War said on January 21st that Russian forces had advanced along the Kupyansk-Svatove-Kremina line and captured Krokhmalny in Kharkov Oblast. Later, Volodymyr Fityo, head of the Public Relations Services of the Ground Forces Command of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, confirmed this. So that is, let me just go to Kupyansk. So you have Liman, Krasny Liman is located here, and this is the line of attack they're talking about, and Kremina, and also right here. So this between Kupyansk and Liman, which is right here, Krasny Liman, is exactly where my strong hand is. All right, let's move back to the next article, or not back, but let's move to the next article, coming from Kiev Independent. Military Over 70,000. 70. So over there was what? 40,000? Over 40,000. And this is over 70,000 Russian soldiers deployed on the Dnieper River's east bank. Where exactly? I suspect it was in, how's that? Jesus Christ, I always have a problem remembering that. Kharkov and Kherson, right here, Kherson. So from north and south. So they would be maybe like this. Both of them going to come like this if they succeed of breaking the front. We'll find out, right? Right. This is from yesterday as well. Gone fishing. Over 70,000 Russian personnel are currently stationed on the east bank of the Dnieper River in, as I said, Kherson River and Zaporozhye Oblasts. So, let's go here. Kherson is right here. Zaporozhye is right here. Where the Ukrainian counteroffensive failed, it was on this right here, trying to reach Berdyansk and Melitopol. This right here. So this is Zaporozhye. This is Kherson. So they are deployed on this line right here. I'm assuming they try to break here. We'll see. Let's see what the article has to say. Natalia Humenyuk, a spokeswoman of Ukraine's Southern Operational Command, said on national television, after a series of military operations on Kherson Oblast East Bank, held by Russian troops since the start of the full-scale invasion, Ukrainian forces have established footholds, plural they say, in the area, continuing to repel Russian attacks despite logistical challenges. They claimed many times that they are right here, actually. They succeeded in crossing here and coming in, what was the name of that town that right now they don't show it anymore? Right, it was somewhere here. I can't remember its name, but now it seems like others. But in this area right here, the same as Kazach, but I can't remember the name. I apologize for that one, but it's this area. That's what matters. So this is the city of Kherson. This is the Dnieper River. The Russians supposedly want to push them back because they are right here. Well, I doubt that. I personally doubt that. Not all of the 70,000 Russian soldiers and military equipment are deployed directly on the front line, according to Humenyuk, who said that some personnel are stationed in deeper rear from where Russia pulls them up as an additional source. So that means that's a controlled attack. We're going to hit this, we're going to bring more, we're going to bring more, we're going to bring more. It depends what we need to accomplish. Russia's Dnieper grouping of forces fighting on the east bank, and I'm quoting, constantly changes its number and composition due to high losses, Humenyuk said. In every ground attack on Ukrainian forces, each assault group in the area loses up to 70,000 of the personnel, she explained. Blah, 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 blah. This is like when you go to a job interview and they ask you, hey, Emil, yes? With that one, you get really hired. They ask you, can you tell me a time in your history, in your past, when you failed at something? And the question is, you're not going to say, yeah, man, I failed there, I failed there, I failed there, I failed there, and you're going to be speaking alone because they left the room. No, you're gonna think this way. Yes, I had a problem here. I encountered a lot of issues, but you turn it into an asset. You say, yes, but through intelligence, determination, balls and dick, I came with this idea. I organized everybody. I managed to provide the funds. I spoke, I organized, and we fucked them up, man. So yeah, we won. You start by losing. That's what you do. So same here. Yeah, man, the Russians are over there. 70,000 of them. Jesus Christ. But hey, every time they come, we fuck them up, man. So then why bother telling us about a 70,000? So again, they change it to Humenyuk from a disaster or a threat into a, yeah, but we kill 70% of each guys. Yeah, woohoo. So why in the hell they didn't put in the title, the Russian garbage, 70,000, we decimate 70% of them each and every time. Hoorah! No, ignore the garbage. Those guys are over there, and the fact that this is put in the title, over 70,000 Russian soldiers deployed on the Dnieper River's east bank, and the other one being Russia masses over 40,000 soldiers, heavy armor near Kupyansk. That's bad news for these guys, not, we them up. That's the way you do it, my friends. So, I think as could be a scare tactic, creating panic, the Ukrainians, in order to tell the other guys, hey, give us some more. Or we're going to find out, obviously. I think it's just, it's both. It's both. And regarding that issue with give me something to work with, like the Americans will say, sometimes it's like this. When you have a politician, I mean, it happened in my life, when you had a situation and someone tells you, yeah, but bring me something so I can counter this pressure. Bring me something. Do something. And then you just come, there's 40,000 Russians over there with 500 tanks. And these guys, hey guys, the guys in America, the politicians, hey, see, they're about to break the front. That's what they were given by the Ukrainians. Even though, let's say, those 40,000 soldiers in Kupyansk and 500 tanks were over there for the past 10 months, they're not going to say that. They're going to say just right now, so the politicians can work with and tell the, oh my God, we got to approve that. Hey, baboons, you got to be okay with this. We're going to give them $62 billion from your children's money, but it's okay because, see, they got something to work with. Even if that's very skewed and it's a soft lie or a big lie, it's still there. These guys are going to use it, the interpretation of that. However they want to twist it. Do you think the baboons will figure things out? No, why? Because the guys in charge of giving the baboons the news are also the guys with the politicians, because they're in the same team. The baboons are alone. They look for bananas, whatever they look for, and these guys from time to time they throw them a banana. Oh, we're smart. I don't think they even open it, but they do. I don't think the baboons get into bananas, but anyway, probably they eat anything. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.